Hi, I'm Eric Knoll. I'm an inspector with Amerispec of Omaha. I'm a certified home inspector. Today we're going to be talking about how to inspect an electrical panel. Now, when we're doing an electrical inspection, we normally try and locate the main panel. Sometimes it's hidden, we can't find it. It's either located in a garage or the house. If we can't locate it, we find the electrical meter, which is outside the house, and the panel should be within 10 feet of the meter. Now, to test an electrical panel, you want to touch the back of your hand to it first in case it's charged. You won't get shocked and you can release from the panel. I have prepared this panel, so I've already taken a couple screws out. We're just going to remove a couple more screws. And then we can see the inside of the panel. What we're looking at for here is the main coming in, and then we're looking at your breakers, and we want to see that those are wired properly. Your main disconnect is right here. Your main wires coming into the house are right here. We're looking at the size of the wire to determine if the breaker is the right size. The wire gauge always determines the size of the breaker or the fuse. Then we're looking at the wires coming into the breakers, and we want to make sure that those are fused properly and that there's just one wire going to each breaker. A lot of times we find wires that have two wires coming into the same breaker, and that's not proper. So you want to have one wire to each breaker, otherwise it's called a double circuit, and then you want to make sure that it's fused or has the proper breaker size according to the wire size. Most outlets near water sources are normally GFI protected. This is a GFI breaker in a panel. And if you drop a hairdryer or blow dryer in your sink, the electrical should be GFI protected and it will break like that. Make sure that the power goes off before you retrieve your blow dryer or hairdryer from a sink or tub. To turn it back on, once that's fine, all you have to do is turn this all the way off and then turn it all the way back on. In newer panels, there are also AFCI breakers, and those are a little more technical, but they protect wires from overheating in the walls, and we check those in vacant houses. Now, one of the other things we're also looking at is the ground wire coming in to the panel, and we want to make sure that that's grounded properly. And then we also want to make sure that there's no rust, because water and electrical don't mix well. Now, on a panel cover, when the panel is back on, all these knockouts should be in place so you can't reach in and touch the bus bar or the main current coming in. You also want to make sure that you have plenty of clearance, 30 inches of clearance out in front of the panel, so that if somebody's working on it and it arcs, they can step away and they can't get shocked. This is the electrical meter. This is where the service comes into the house, either overhead or underground. At this point, it's underground. You really don't need to do anything with this. Just make sure it's secure to the house and sealed so that water can't get back behind it. If you have an overhead line, you want to make sure that the trees limbs are cut away from the service drop, so that the limbs, if they fall off the tree, don't take your service lines with them and cause you to lose power.